This is just a real fast video I'm making before I post my other one. I've just been seeing a lot of arguments between like Macward and Zoul about DVD ripping now. Now I've got Macwards back. I've been friends with Macward before I was friends with anybody else on YouTube. Me and him bought our Mac Pros together, okay? Granted, it was over a long distance, but he got his Mac Pro around the same time I got my Mac Pro, and we were discussing the Macs and the Mac Pros when we bought these, and we bought them, I'm going to say, within a month of each other, maybe give or take. And I've known Macward since I've been doing this, and he's never lied to me. He's never given me the runaround about anything. I can't say that about everybody else, but Macward's the one constant that has been a pretty good YouTuber on my behalf. Okay, so I'm here to get his back now. I heard in an email from somebody that him and Zoul are arguing about the legality of ripping a DVD for personal use. And while it's never been actually ruled that the actual copy that you have on your portable iPod or whatever is illegal, the act of doing it may have never really been involved in a court case, but the software has. And any software here in America that circumvents DVD copy protection, like CSS or anything, is illegal. Whether the finished product is illegal or whether it's illegal to have it on your computer is irrelevant. The software that you need to use to rip it, even for personal use, is illegal. A judge ruled on this just this year. So let me bring this article in here. And it says here, she stopped short of sanctioning personal use copies and gave conflicting messages on whether it was legal. Quote, so while it may be fair use for individual consumer to store and back up a copy of personally owned DVD on that individual's computer, a federal law has nonetheless made it illegal to manufacture or traffic in a device or tool that permits a consumer to make such copies. Let me read that again slowly. While it may be fair use for an individual consumer to store a backup copy on their computer of their DVDs, a federal law has nonetheless made it illegal to manufacture or traffic in a device or a tool that permits this action. So while the actual DVD itself is not illegal, the tool that you use is. So Macward's right, Zoul. Technically, it's illegal no matter what reason you're copying it for. At least it is here. I'm not trying to attack Zoul. Me and Zoul have a peace agreement, so this is not at all an ownage video or anything like of that nature. This is just me interjecting my point of view and some legal points of view into this argument. Is it illegal to back up your DVD onto your computer? To rip it and back it up? While technically it's not, okay? Technically, that copy that you have ripped isn't illegal. And technically, the act of ripping it isn't illegal. What is illegal are the tools that you use to rip it and circumvent the copy-protected material on that DVD. Now, this was just ruled this year in August. Judge Patel ruled for the product that Reel was making. They was making a DVD ripper, and he ruled, or she ruled, that even though that the copy itself may not be illegal, the tools that you use are. So come on, guys, let's get over this thievery stuff. Macward isn't a thief just because he has a torrent on his computer. I have several torrent applications on my computer, and that don't make me a thief. I use torrents every day for work. It saves bandwidth, it saves time, and it's just so much better. I download huge documents from work and upload from work, and we use torrent. And to assume that anybody who uses a torrent has got to be doing something illegal is just shallow-minded and really shows how stupid you people really are, if that's what you think. I used to pirate DVDs. In a video, I said I stopped 3 years ago, and then somebody so graciously pointed out that I was a liar, that it's been at least 2 years. So it's been about 2 years since I've stopped making a practice of backing up my DVDs and ripping DVDs that I get from a rental store. Now, it's mainly just iTunes. If I want a movie, I buy it digitally at iTunes. If I buy a disc, I'll put it on my shelf and save it, and I'll buy a digital copy from iTunes too. If I'm going to make a backup copy of a physical DVD, I'm not going to put it on my computer. I'm going to actually make it a physical DVD so I can use it. I don't want a backup digital copy. It takes too much space. if I made a digital copy of all my DVDs, it'd be hundreds of terabytes. They're like 10 gigs each, 7 gigs each. It'd be terabytes upon terabytes. I just ain't got that kind of hard drive space. So to accuse anybody of stealing because they have a torrent on their computer is completely wrong. It just shows that they're grasping at straws to try to get this person rousted about. They're trying to get something on this guy and they can't get it, so they're just going to make up lies and not listen to anything else. Okay, so torrents automatically don't make you illegal. And yes, I used to, but I don't anymore. It's been at least 2 years since I've practiced downloading bullshit like that. And for you thieves and stuff, don't. Just stop. You're making it harder on everybody. It's people like you that the rulings like this happen, okay? I can go into my iTunes movie house, my iTunes movies here, go into my vault, my iTunes vault, pick a movie. I can duplicate this movie as many times as I want. Select it and hit Command D as many times as I want. Now I got a copy and here it goes. Now as long as I played this movie on my computer or like 5 others, I'm fine. So there's no ripping, there's no bullshit when it comes to iTunes. I just gotta duplicate it, and I can duplicate that as many times as I want and watch it on this computer or my wife's computer. I'm not sure if you can burn iTunes movies to a DVD and then watch them from that DVD on your computer. You know, actually, I've never tried to put an iTunes movie on a DVD and then put the DVD in my computer. I've never tried that. I don't know if it can happen or not, if you can work or not. But the point of the matter is, this software for ripping DVDs is kind of just, why do you need it for? I understand, oh, I don't want to use my real copy. I just want to use my fake copy for stuff. Oh, come on. I've used DVDs for years upon years and upon years. And as long as you're just halfway careful with them, you're not going to scratch them. So this, I want to make a backup just to use for personal, so I can keep my, I think most of the time that's bullshit, and that's an excuse people use to rip rented DVDs and shit. Okay? Because honestly, show me how many physical backups you have of a DVD. Honestly, not many people do it. The only real reason to rip a DVD is to put it temporarily on your iPod so you can see it. And to me, I just assume go up and buy the damn digital version, because it's too much fucking trouble to track down software to rip it and get it ripped and get it into iTunes. And iTunes don't recognize no cover art or nothing like that with rip. Fuck all that. Y'all can stick to your illegal hacks, because that's exactly what they are, hacks. But to accuse Macwards of stealing because he has a torrent is completely wrong, and it is illegal to rip DVDs, whether the actual rip product is illegal or not, whether the actual act of doing it is illegal or not. The tools that you are using to do it is illegal. That's all that matters. So technically, Macwards was right. Get your head out of your asses, y'all. Stop stealing and ripping DVDs, please. OS 10.